Hi dear students, my name is Balasubramaniam. Dear students, in this video I am going to discuss CA Inter Financial Management question paper. Dear students, few hours back this question paper in your hand, now in my hand. And in this video I am going to explain how this question paper would be. Certainly few hours back you would be in the same expression, right? How the question paper would be, right? But now certainly majority of the students, 90%, they will move with a smiling face because question paper is really easy. Okay? Really easy, sir. Yes. So in this video, I'm going to discuss really question paper is easy or difficult. Let's make a discussion. First of all, come to the MCQ part. Dear students, you see the case scenario based first category, part A case scenario. So case scenario, this question they asked from capital structure. When the capital structure is really easy chapter, but that is the case study based question, right? In this question, what they asked, you see. In this question, what they asked, earning per share, earning availability equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares, you will get EPS. Thereafter, market price with the support of PE ratio, you can calculate where PE ratio equal to market price divided by EPS, where market price equal to PE ratio into EPS, you can find it out. Financial break-even point, it is the level of EBIT at which EPS is 0. What about the indifference point? It is the level of EBIT at which EPS remains same. Yeah, you try to understand that easy problem. First question they asked from capital structure, really it is easy. Second question from ratio analysis. So basic ratios, gross profit, quick ratios, current ratios are given. Basing on that, they asked the inventory receivable and at the same time current assets and current liability would be okay, basic concept. Thereafter, again he asked working capital. In working capital, you try to understand current assets they given, current liability is given, margin of safety 20%, and he is asking working capital. What do? Current assets minus current liability, you will find net working capital, add margin of safety. What is there? You try to understand. MCQs are really superb here. Okay, this is with respect to MCQs, right? Coming to essay questions, part B really wonderful here. Why? Because this is the first question from working capital management, particularly from the model of cash budget. Cash budget, really, it is, by seeing this question paper, immediately I never felt it is a difficult. I felt surprised. Oh, yeah, cash budget, they asked this one. Very simple. So while preparing the cash budget, what do? You identify receivables, total receipts, you identify total payments. From receipts, you can deduct the payments, you will get the closing balance. If in order to manage the closing balance, if at all any excess amount is there, right, make it investment in marketable securities. Whenever shortage is there, then you raise a loan. So basing on that model, they simply provided really easy problem. Okay. Thereafter, second question, if you come to second question, this is the leverages. Leverages are dead easy here. 100% you can get it, right? So simply with the support of income statement, once you prepare, right, with the asset turnover ratio, you can calculate sales, variable cost ratio if you deduct a contribution, then fixed cost if you deduct, you will get the EBIT. Go to the balance sheet here, take a debentures and you can find it out. Interest if you deduct it, EBT you will get it. Basing on this, operating leverage, contribution divided by EBIT, financial leverage, EBIT divided by EBT, combined leverage, contribution divided by EBT, earning per share, earning availability equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Chutki mein ho jata. Right? Second one, coming to Walter dividend decision. Are superb. Walter model theory, they asked. This model directly covered, not only this one, right, all the problems covered in our material, right? Walter theory, direct question, where market price, if you want to find it out, D plus E minus D into R divided by KE whole divided by KE. That's simple logic, direct problem, dear students, right? I think you might be very happy with respect to this. Coming to this question, 2A, this question from cost of capital. So cost of capital here, he made it little bit, he made it comprehensive, not expensive, right? So what the point is here, convertible debentures calculation, he made it. You see, CAPM approach based, he asked KE, RF plus beta into RM minus RF. Convertible debenture approximate method, what happened? Interest into 1 minus tax plus RV minus NP divided by N number of years all divided by RV plus NP divided by 2 method. Cost of term loan, interest into 1 minus tax, you do so. Weighted average cost of capital basing on market value, you can find it out very easy. Yeah, coming to here, this part B, This is nothing but operating cycle. Are superb, direct question. Operating cycle, raw material holding period plus work in progress holding period plus finished goods holding period plus debtors collection period minus creditor payment period. If you deduct, so operating cycle period, you will get it. Basing on that, you can find it out, number of cycles 365 divided by net operating cycle. Whereas you want to find it out working capital, in the problem they have provided total operating cost, deduct the depreciation, whatever the amount, you will get it, right, divided by with the number of cash cycles into 1, you will get the working capital. Very easy problem. This problem also direct problem. Thereafter 3A, SRT Limited is a steel manufacturing. This is from capital investment decision. Capital investment decision, basic model, but it covered all the points, right? So they have a cost of machine plus installation cost is given, installation cost, scrap value, whereas plant expected units are given, selling price, direct cost, right? Thereafter fixed cost is given, market and promotional not included. This is the only point. This problem is there in our material assignment, right? Thereafter what happen, you will have the creditors here, the additional investment debtor stock, that is nothing but working capital they asked. Instead of showing working capital, they made it additional investment on debtor stock, like that they asked, nothing but the working capital, right? So cost of capital 18%, tax rate is 30%, right? So very, very basic model. You can comfortably solve this one, but the net present value, profitability index, both is asked, and basing on that he asked whether it should be purchased. If NPV is positive, you can accept. Profitability index, if the profitability index greater than 1, the project should be accepted. Really, really good problem and direct problem. Okay. And thereafter the B part they have given, this is nothing but from the balance sheet, particular balance sheet estimation from the chapter called ratio analysis. Ratio analysis, the basic model problem only. Current to total debt is given, total debt to owner's equity given, fixed assets owner's equity, total asset turnover, inventory turnover. Basing on this, you can easily calculate. You know, in our material, such a comprehensive problems are there. Comparing to this is nothing here. Very basic model problem. It is not at all difficult. And coming to theory part, right, the explain the environmental, social and government linked bonds. It's a types, various types of bonds we discussed from this. It would be, and one of the evergreen question, discuss the objectives and advantage of wealth maximization of the financial management. There are two major objectives: profit maximization, wealth maximization. So wealth maximization, a long-term objective which considers risk, which considers the quality, government rules and regulations, right? It is a wider objective, everything. So short-term profit maximization, if it is a long-term, it would be wealth maximization. You remember I also drawn a tree and explained how the profit maximization, wealth maximization differs. Right, thereafter virtual banking, this is the direct question from working capital management, and this is from scope and objective, this is the sources of finance, and this is exclusive of financing cost, this is from investment decision. Dear students, by observing all these things, so CA Institute is concentrating ICAI materials wonderful way, and at the same time they are not at all concentrating this model is important, that model is not important. They are considering each and everything, right? If you are good at with our material, with our class, right, certainly the student might be done in a wonderful way. Particularly last exam, if it would be like this, means the situation that happiness is somewhat different, right? So, but finally my conclusion is this is not a difficult paper, and at the same time this is not such a dead easy paper, right? It's a moderate one, it's a good. But if you ask me finally, it is really super paper. All the best.
Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to discuss the paper analysis, the CA Inter SM examination paper for 50 marks, which is being conducted on January 2025. Let's analyze every question in the respective paper. Now, look at this one, part B or section B regarding SM, right? First, we'll try to take up the MCQ part, right? Now, move to the first question. Here is a case scenario given in section B. Look at that case scenario. We have already highlighted the key points there. There is a company called PNL which is involved in transportation of goods, right? They are transporting goods. They are experts in transportation of goods by road. In addition, they are trying to implement the service of a private airways as its logistics partner. Look at the amazing thing here right now. There is a sharp decline in business. There is a sharp decline in business due to which sales and profits have declined steeply. Now, I'll give you the corresponding MCQs regarding that point. Look at this one. Since there is a sharp decline, through which phase of PLC at present the company is running out, means decline stage. Have you understand that corresponding logic? Now come to the next part of the case scenario. Now look at the second paragraph, the essence of second paragraph. The company also wants to ascertain the market positions of competitors. The company wants to ascertain the market positions of competitors. They are willing to identify who is the strongest competitor and who is the weakest player. They are trying to do some competitive analysis. Which technique the company has to use right now means, look at the parallel corresponding MCQ right here. To identify the strongest and weakest competitors, we have to use SGM technique, strategic group mapping technique. I've understood that corresponding MCQ. Now look at the other part of case scenario. Now the third paragraph, they want to improve something. There's no question related to that. Now look at the last paragraph of that case scenario. CMP is a well-known transporter of goods using state-of-the-art latest technologies used by some cargo movers PLC, CMP company. Now the original company P&L and the company who is using the state-of-art technology, they want to collaborate with each other. Even though they are collaborating with each other, they are trying to maintain their respective independent existence. Even though they are working together, they are still independent independent organizations. Now look at the corresponding MCQ here. The relationship between these two companies is considered as a strategic alliance, since they are maintaining as an independent organizations. Right. Now come to the next part. In order to enhance their sales and profits, they have to do some marketing. They are not releasing their advertisements purely on commercial basis. They want to ensure that they are trying to focus on the best long run performance of the marketing system. This is one of the 5 principles of enlightened marketing technique. There are different types of marketing strategies, right? Out of which this is called one of the principles of enlightened marketing. Now come to the only part here. Now look at the another MCQ. Now the leftover MCQ. What is the strategy being followed by P&L means? For this we have to identify keyword right here in the paragraph. Look at this one. Once the market position is ascertained, the company would like to modify its strategy. Look at this phrase now. They are trying to modify its strategy according to the changing circumstances in the environment. Means they are trying to follow reactive strategy. Have understood that one? Now please move to the next 3 MCQs are there. Look at this one. Look at the entire paragraph. It's a damn easy question. They have decided to adopt stability strategies, the most prominent keyword in that entire independent MCQ, right? Which are the following activities, initiatives have to be taken by that company if you want to implement stability strategy? Your target is enhancing functional efficiency. Try to reduce the expenses in each department wherever possible. So this is the main purpose. Right? It's an easy question. Look at the another easy MCQ, independent MCQ. If the role played by middle management is diminishing because middle managers are being replaced by some new technologies right now. Which organized structure is he talking about? Means it's a simple question by any standards, hourglass structure. Now please move to the last single 1 mark wala independent MCQ. In the framework of strategic analysis, you have under strategic analysis you have 2 parts known as internal analysis and external analysis. Under internal analysis, you have 2 sub-elements, sub-classifications, out of which one is profitability analysis. And the second one is determinant analysis. Under external, you have 3 different sub-classifications like customer focus, etc., etc. So the question is, if you are doing strategic analysis, under internal analysis, which one is an element of internal analysis? Definitely it's a determinant analysis, right? Now this is the essence of entire MCQ part. Now if you observe the overall MCQs, the tricky or unexpected question is only 1 mark MCQ question. Apart from this 1 mark MCQ question, an average student can answer all the remaining MCQs. Now with this understanding, let's move to the descriptive part now. Look at that first one. Question number 5A. 5 will have 3 practical case studies, each carrying 5 marks. Now look at that question number 5A. Look at the keywords. There are two ways flows of authority and communication. Look at the keywords. The authority and communication are divided into two types, known as vertical and horizontal. Means he has used different projects are there. Every project will be having a manager, and there are department heads also. Identify the organized structure. Definitely a matrix structure. He's asking us advantage and disadvantage of the matrix structure. It's an easy question. Now look at this question number 5b. It's an e-commerce company. It's a very easy question, but asked in a very slight indirect manner. Acro Limited is an e-commerce company that specializes in selling eco-friendly products. Although company has been doing well, it still wants to strengthen its brand image. They are trying to launch creative and impactful marketing campaigns. Means they are trying to deliver some innovative advertisements, and they are willing to introduce some innovative eco-friendly products. They want to enhance their brand identity. If you observe the entire essence of this little paragraph, they want to launch some innovative eco-friendly products, right? This is the essence of first paragraph of question number 5b. Now look at the rest of the paragraph. All of a sudden, after some period of time, competition has increased. Stiff competition was there for that company, right? Means now they are trying to analyze the competitor strategies. They are trying to adopt different styles of marketing in response to competitors' actions, and they have to counteract. They have to respond to the competitors' pricing strategies also. Now there are two situations in this question. There are two situations. One is look at the first situation. Company is doing well. They want at that phase they want to launch some innovative products. Look at the second situation. They are facing tough competition now. Competitors have entered into the eco-friendly space. Now we have to beat that competitors. Please reduce your pricing strategies, reduce your MRPs if possible, right? By involving new technology, by implementing new technologies. Now look at the question tag. Now discuss the strategic approaches. Means they're asking the types of strategies you have to use. For what purpose? To stay competitive in the two different situations. If you want to gain competitive advantage, you have to use business level strategies. So discuss the strategic approaches to be implemented by Acro Limited in the two different situations to stay competitive. Explain the strategy that Acro Limited should adopt in future to remain competitive and gain a competitive advantage. In the two situations, the first situation is reflecting differentiation strategy, and the second situation is reflecting cost leadership strategy. I've understood the essence of this question. Indirectly, he is asking about the business level strategies. It's a very easy question. Look at the criteria of marks for this question. Look at these questions. Please deliver the definition of differentiation, deliver the definition of cost leadership strategy, etc. This is the essence of question number 5b. Now look at that question number 5c now. Organic beverages is manufacturing various soft drinks for so much over a decade, right? That they have trying to implement a policy called say no to sugar, because sugar is the dominant ingredient in every soft drink. They want to reduce the sugar content in their soft drinks. The company has gained fortunately a major share, right? There is a huge market growth for that product. They are already having huge market share. There's a huge market growth also. So it needs a heavy investment to maintain their current position in the market, and they want to enhance their market position in future also. It's doing well. It has large number of customer base, means it has large market share. There is a very good market growth for that product, means market share is high, market growth is very high. It represents a stars category in BCG Matrix. Classify say no to sugar product falls under stars category. Explain the strategies. There are 4 strategies prescribed under BCG Matrix, like build, hold, harvest, divest, etc. You have to mention those 4 names. In addition to that, he is asking couple of limitations of BCG Matrix. Now please move to question number 6a. He's talking about globalization, internationalization of business. He's talking about globalization of internationalization means globalization. He's asking the definition, explain the internationalization of business and the steps involved in such strategic planning. So what are the steps involved in such strategic planning? Means if you are talking about globalization or internationalization, means first you have to do pestle analysis. At what level? At global level. Since you are talking about globalization, Means you have to set objectives. You have to set objectives at what level? At global level. Set objectives at global level, do environmental scanning at global level, try to build the implementation plan to try to implement the strategies at global level. These are the steps involved in strategic planning regarding internationalization of business. It's a very cute question. Some students might face difficulty in this part, especially. Question number 6A, right? You have to use certain intelligence here to write the answer for question number 6A. Now, look at the question number 6B. It's a straight question. Mendelev's matrix, how you have to maintain relationship with different types of stakeholders. There are 4 categories of stakeholders, so you have to write the entire concepts of Mendelev's matrix. It's a straightforward question. Now look at question number 7A, a very easy question. Outline the main levels of management: corporate level, business level, functional level. Write 1 or 2 points regarding every point, since it is asked for 3 marks, and explain the types of networks of relationships like functional, divisional, etc. There are 3 types of relationships, right? Just 1 point under 1 subheading is enough, since it is asked for only 2 marks. Now look at the question number 7B. Now another straightforward question. What he's asking us the meaning of SPMs, strategic performance measures, and he's asking us very beautifully the reasons for importance of SPMs. You have to be cautious up to this point. The 4 mark wala question. Any student can write the meaning of SPMs. So why we need SPMs? There are reasons. For example, there are 4 reasons. 4 reasons. For example, first one, to name a few, first one is called goal alignment. Second one is called as a resource allocation. And third one is called continuous improvement. Fourth one is called external accountability. There are 4 reasons. One is goal alignment, second one is resource allocation, third one is for continuous improvement, and fourth one is external accountability. These are the 4 reasons why a business organization needs strategic performance measures. Please be cautious that he is not asking the types of SPMs here for 4 marks. He is asking us meaning of SPMs for 1 mark, and the reasons for why business organization needs SPMs, you have to state that 4 reasons. Now look at the question number 8A now. He is talking about 5 forces model. He is talking about rivalry. He is talking about the situations in which 5 to 6 situations are there under rivalry. You have to state all those 5 situations. It's a straightforward question. No worries about that. Question number 8B. Question number 8A. Look at question number 8B. He is asking us diagrams of matrix. If you want to formulate some expansion strategies, is asking us to explain all the 4 stages of diagrams of matrix. A straightforward theory question. No issues about 8B. Look at that last internal choice for 8B. Write a short note on key strategic drivers. In the class, we use an acronym called IPCC. Industry, products, customers, channels, etc. Write 1 or 2 points regarding every alphabet there, IPCC. This is a straightforward question. So my final summary would be, I'm talking not in with respect to toppers or some meritorious students or cream layer students. I'm giving you my final summary, right, of this paper in with respect to an average student. An average student can answer question number 5A very easily, right? Question number 5B, some average students might not get an idea. So it might be a 3 mark out of this 5 marks may be a bit difficult for an average student. Else rest of the students, they can answer this question 5B, right? Look at question number 7C. It's a very easy question. Anybody can answer that, right? Look at question number 6A, 6B, straight questions. No complications, right? Some average students might feel that the steps involved in strategic planning, they might not write this part of the answer to the extent of 2-3 marks. That's the question number 6A, right? 6B is very good for every student. 7A, 7B will be very good for every student. 8A, 8B is very good. Means, what is the summary means? In question number 6A, 2 to 3 marks, and question number 5B, another 3 marks, 6 marks. Out of 35 marks, 5 to 6 marks might be difficult for some average students. For the rest of the students, this paper is a very moderate paper. You can score more in both the MCQs As far as MCQs are concerned, just 1 mark MCQ is a bit difficult for an average student. So my ratings would be, you can answer 14 marks MCQs very easily, and you can answer 30 marks descriptive questions very easily. So an average student, if they work hard, they can attempt 44 marks in a very good style. Hope you will get best results in this examination itself. God bless you. Great results.